Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Motivated Results. Usually I don't do a quickie review like this, but I wanted to get this out, especially because of the holidays and some of you guys are probably shopping around for things you've wanted to buy, and so this is probably a good opportunity for you guys to get a review before then. Today's review is going to be on the Nordic lifting knee sleeves. Now some of you have seen these on Instagram, my Instagram. If you're not following me, what is wrong with you? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Can't add that to the video, can I? So, I usually post these on Instagram, and you guys have seen me alternate between these and the SBDs. Now, one thing I will say, if you have not seen my SBD review, I will link it down below because I'm going to be making references between these two in order to help you decide between one or the other. Now, let's start with the basics. Price-wise, when you're talking about price compared to the SBDs, you're talking about half the price. These retail about $49, give and take. For the most part, you're saving yourself some cash. Now, construction. I'm gonna be 100% frank with you guys, as I am with every single one of my reviews. And I cover up my ears, I sound even more awkward. Talk about the quality. Essentially, the first batch of these I received have some issues. Stitching kind of came apart a little bit and the logo came off. I relayed that to the owner of Nordic. I don't mention his name, but whenever you order something, he has his name on it. I mentioned that to him, he went back to his manufacturer, adjusted that, and when I received the second pair of sleeves, that didn't seem to be an issue. The logo stayed on, and it still has stayed on for the use that I've used them. Now, I've used these quite a bit. I use these primarily in the beginning of my training cycle, towards the end when I'm peaking, especially when I was cutting, I threw on the SBDs. Why did I do that? As I mentioned in the SBD review, SBDs are tailor-made primarily for powerlifters. If you're looking for carryover, if you're looking for a crazy amount of rigidity that's associated with a really tight sleeve, you probably want to go to SBDs. That's just 100% the truth. I mean, those are going to give you carryover. Those are legal in most federations for powerlifting, and it's going to give you the edge, if not pretty much put you on an even playing field because everybody's using them now. These don't provide as much compression as the SBDs. Keep in mind that I did not size down on these. I went accurately. But when you're comparing these and SBDs, for example, let me show you this. You can do this with the Nordic and there's a good amount of kind of stretch, right? The SBDs almost feel like they're a 2-ply where you're not going to get this much stretch out of a 2-ply. Your finger's gonna bend, and that translates to carryover, especially with added tightness surrounded your kneecap. It adds for bounce off of the ground. These, I feel, are primarily there to give you a small amount of support, maybe also keeping the knees warm, even though I'm not exactly confident that that's a thing. I understand the idea of maybe keeping additional heat in the knee, but knees themselves don't have like any signals for heat or anything that you would even notice. I mean, what you're feeling is essentially your skin getting warmer, but the joint itself, it feels like a lot of bro science to me. But at the end of the day, these provide a nice little support. And you know what a lot of these products are doing for me, I'm gonna be 100% frank with you guys, is that they're allowing me to feel things that I didn't feel before. What do I mean by that? With these, and also I'll talk about that with the elbow sleeve, what they're doing for me is because I have something on my body, it's allowing me to focus on that part of my body a little bit more, which then allows me to work on those specific cues more. For example, with the knee sleeves, with knee sleeves on, I focus on the fact that there's something tight around my knees, and as I'm going down into the squat, I can focus more about kicking my knees out. Why? Because my focus is already on the knees, and that's kind of what a lot of this stuff does for me. Finally, once again, I want to make this a quickie review. Quality seems like it's been improved from the original versions that I received. Price-wise, it's one of the best. As far as competitive lifting, I would say if you're looking for competitive knee sleeves, go with the SBDs. Once again, you're gonna be paying double the amount. And if you're looking for basic knee sleeves, I suggest going with these because there's no need to spend more money than you really need. Once again, final thoughts on knee sleeves, because this is really kind of what it sums it up for me. For me, as a weekend warrior, I'm not officially a power lifter. I'm not officially somebody that competes in powerlifting. For me, this is a longevity game. This is a game where I would love to be doing this into my old age, into my older years. I want to be that old guy in the gym who's still lifting heavy without any injuries. I want to be that guy. And for me, it's a longevity game in the sense that I also, while I'm trying to push myself, at the same time, I'm not trying to break myself. And if something like a $40, $50 pair of knee sleeves does that for me, it increases my longevity, I would want to invest in something like that. And then that's why I did, because at the end of the day, while there is no studies yet to prove that this might help you in the long run, for me, like a $50 investment, almost even worth it in the sense of not spending money on surgeries or getting injured and spending time away from the gym. So that's kind of just my food for thought, and that's why sometimes I suggest things like belts or knee sleeves or wrist wraps because this is a longevity game. That's the quickie review, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate the views. Don't forget to hit the like button below. Once again, you guys, some of you know that I'm partnered in with Nordic, and not financially. I have no tie to the company and this owner. I once again don't get checks from them. I don't get anything from them special. The only thing I get is shit for you guys. So that was the deal I worked out with the owner and give you guys some free products. What he's been able to do for me is he's given me 2 product codes for this product, which are the knee sleeves, giving me 2 codes for giveaway. This is the way we'll run the giveaways. Screenshot this video, something to do with this video, post it on your Instagram, tag my Instagram on the post, and that's it. So once again, screenshot the video, post it on your Instagram, tag me on it, and I will pick up 2 winners and send out free knee sleeve codes. Now, this is through Amazon. If you don't have Prime, you might have to pay for shipping, but if you do have Prime, you're pretty much free everything. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I am freaking tired and I gotta go deadlift, so I'll see you guys next video.